Yo guys, what's good and welcome back to this episode of how to make a game like Souls RNG. So in the last episode we kind of made like the collection stuff. As you can see, it works, but it's still kind of buggy. So yeah, we are going to fix this. So I can quickly show you a game breaking bug that pretty much just ruined everything. I can quickly show it to you. As you can probably tell from my voice too, I'm a bit sick again because I don't know, I was fine, but now I'm sick again, so yeah, that kind of sucks though. But it's fine. I can show you really quick. This bug is pretty game breaking. So when I click on the collection here, I probably don't. Yeah, I don't have anything unlocked. So let me quickly. Yeah, I forgot I don't have Autoroll here, but let me quickly roll for something so I can quickly showcase this to you. So, as you can see in the collection now. So when I go in the collection with both of these, okay, then I equip Joy Boy here. As you can see, it also equips Joy Boy. Wait, you can't see. Why can't you see? Wait, what? Oh, wait, my bad. Okay, so as you can see, as soon when I equip an aura, it equips it on both of them. Okay, so because it's server set, but we are going to fix this now. And to fix this, we actually do a bit of stuff now. So, first thing we actually are going to do, also let me turn down this a bit. So, yeah, we kind of, so I can quickly tell you what we are going to do in this episode. So we are going to fix the collection. Then we are going to add walking animations and also fix a few other bugs, like saving the data and stuff. This is all going to be fixed. So yeah. First thing actually is though that we fix the collection. So the first thing we actually have to do for this is we want to basically add into our collection server, which you can find in the script service. And yeah, we just want to add in there, and then we want to change this a bit. So basically, yeah, we can basically delete. So you can cut the just cut these functions. So cut the play sound, the play animation, and the clonable parts function. Just cut them. I'm gonna just put them into an editor tab so I can just copy them in later on. But make sure you cut them. And then yeah, this function we can pretty much remove this all here, like the whole give aura on server event. Just remove the inside of it because we're going to need the event. So yeah, also you can cross dummy out here because we are not going to need it. And then yeah, the save auras and the load auras can stay there. Those are fine. And I would move this one here. I would move it above these things. I would just move it. Wait, what have I done now? I'd like move it in here. So then we can delete the active animations. We can also remove the auras and the remotes. We can also, yeah, we need those and we need those. Okay, that's good now. So also one thing I will do quickly is actually place these names inside here because yeah, it's just cleaner, I think. So yeah. Then this is going to be data store service. This is going to be script service and replicate storage. And here replicate storage the remote. So just like this. And then we get the player and the R name. And then we actually need to create another remote event. So add inside the replicate storage and then in the remotes. and then add a new remote event in the normal folder, and then call this remote event. Let me just call it a trigger aura. Yeah, trigger aura. So then we can close this out here. So then what we're going to do here is we are going to get the, so we are going to define the trigger aura event. So local trigger aura event is going to be equal to replicate storage and dot remote and then dot trigger aura event. So dot trigger aura. So then we are going to fire all the clients, or no, just fire the one client, and we're gonna fire the player with the aura name, just like this. And yeah, then we can pretty much let me see, this function is, yeah, the collection data store was fine. Collection data store was fine, I think. Yeah, then here we need to put replicate storage dot auras, and this should be all fine now. And yeah, also we need to add a new event here, and this is going to be game, then colon bind to close, and then we want to pass a function here, and then we're gonna do for every player in game.player, or just players, then colon get players do. Then we want to save the auras for the player. So what this does is it just when, so for instance, Roblox server crashes, or you just shut down the servers, and then this ensures, even though profile service already has this, but just as a backup, this is going to save all the auras for every player that's still in the server before the player gets kicked. So yeah. And yeah, this is fine now. So the collection server is fine with this. So yeah, we still have the load auras, the save auras, and everything like the equipping will now be handled on the client. So let me close this off, and then the next script we are going to change is actually in the starters UI, in the collection, and then in the collection frame, the client. So first, I'm going to rename this script to collection client. Keep this a bit more organized. So yeah, and then we are going to change this script like completely. So you basically can, you can delete this task object here, and you can pretty much, the last click aura can also stay. The dummy can also stay. And yeah, let me also, so yeah, above the dummy you can pretty much delete everything right now, because I'm going to keep this a bit more organized right now. So the first thing I'm going to write is the services and modules, and then the first thing we're going to put is the local replicate storage. It's going to be equal to game colon get service replicate storage. Then we can copy this line and paste it like one time. Then we need the players. Then we need the player. Player is equal to players, the local player. And then local aura data is equal to require, and then replicate storage dot aura data. Just like this. Keep in mind, the client can access the replicated storage, because the replicated storage is both on the server and on the client. That's why it's called replicated, because it's replicated on both of the client and the server. The server script service and the server storage are only accessible from the server, so you can't see something in the server storage from a client. So if I would put the aura data script inside the server storage, this wouldn't work because it's not going to find this script. So yeah, keep that in mind. So then we need the UI references. So references. So then the local GUI is equal to script.parent, and then the local frame is going to be equal to script.parent. In the GUI make add another parent. So yeah, then local rolling frame is going to be equal to frame and colon wait for child scrolling frame, and then the local template is going to be equal to scrolling frame colon wait for child and then template, just like this. Then here I'm gonna put game object, and then here I'm gonna put configuration data, and you can just put a few spaces here, a few lines, and yeah. So then what we are going to need is we are going to need the sounds config. So just go into your sounds config and basically copy this table here. No, basically copy this whole thing here without U-return though, without U-return, and just paste it. So yeah, this is what we need. So you basically every time you add a sound inside the sound config, you also need to add it here, because our sounds config is actually in the replicated storage, but we can't read into the script from our so we could read into the script, but we don't get access to the actually sound because we don't have access to the aura handler. So yeah, that's why. So make sure every time you add a new sound, you also add it inside the sound config inside the collection client. And then we do the same thing for the animations config. So make sure you copy the animations config as well, and then paste it below here. So just make sure you got those two. Also, I will format these two like this. Basically, I just removed the lines, so it's all in one line now. It's still the same thing, but yeah. So then we come to our utility functions, which we copied. So I'm gonna open up my notepad again, and then just paste them in from my notepad. So this is just the clone world parts, the play animation, and the play sound, what we copied of the collection server at the start of the video. So yeah, I told you to copy them. Yeah. So then this can pretty much stay like it is. Yeah, it can just stay like it is. And yeah, then we need a function that's called stop all animations. So we are going to add this here. So local function, then we're going to name this stop all animations. And what we need for this is the dummy. So then local animator is equal to dummy, and then actually, yeah, so dummy, we can call find first child humanoid, call find first child of class animator, and then local animator is equal to, yeah, and then pretty much just copy this and then paste it again and then put an end between. So yeah, and then make sure you replace the uppercase dummy with the lowercase dummy. Yeah, just like this. I just put the uppercase one so it's easier for me to write it in, but yeah. So if animator, then for every, so people that were wondering why I put like this underscore here, it's just because we don't need the first thing. So I just put it as blank. So that's why I say for every, because this is basically nothing. So for every track, and then you can either put I pairs or pairs. I would just put I pairs, it's more organized. Then animator, and then colon get playing animation tracks. And then for this we are going to do, then we are going to stop the track. Just like this, and this is the whole function. So then we have the function for the UI handling, and we actually have these functions, which would be the onClick and the change UI. And yeah, this is pretty much it. And then we can add a few lines here, just like this. So these functions can remain like they are, I think. Let me quickly check. Yeah, we can remove the dummy here. In the onClick, we can remove the dummy. So we just pass through aura and put the name. Then here, let me see if this remains like it is. I think it does. Yeah, pretty much does. I'm just going to change the font from Titanium Web to Fidoka one because I like it more. But yeah, you could just use any font you want. And yeah, then what I'm going to do next is, yeah, we actually have to make the equip function now. So this would then be replicated storage, door modes, and then dot trigger aura, and then dot on client event, and then we're going to connect the function to it. The function is going to have the player and the aura name inside. So just like this. And then, so let me quickly explain what we do here. So when we click on something, we fire the remote that's called give aura to the server, which is then checked on in the collection server, as you can see here. When the give aura is on server, then we are going to fire the remote back to the client. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So you could just handle it all on the client, but I just put it on the server here because there's literally no reason for it, but it just follow it. So and yeah, then it just gets back here, and then we handle the function here. So then the first thing we need to get is the aura folder. So local aura folder is equal to dummy. Then you make sure you put the uppercase here. Dummy.aura or instance.new, and then folder, and then in the dummy, then we put aura folder dot name is equal to aura. So just this, and then this is for the unequipping the alt, and then we put stop all animations, just like here, and then we put this for the dummy. We're just going to stop all the animations, and then local sound instance is equal to dummy, then colon find first child, then humanoid root path, and then ends dummy, and we can put the humanoid root path again, and then colon find not wait for child, find first child, and then aura sound, and then if sound instance, then we want to stop the sound instance, so sound instance colon stop. So yeah, and then here we want to remove the aura parts. And yeah, we are going to achieve this with the same function that we use in the server. So just head into the aura handler, scroll down a bit in our unequip function, and then just copy this thing here. And then you can pretty much just paste it here. And then we replace character with dummy. And yeah, that's done for it. And then we are then going to equipping the new one. And yeah, so for this one, we are going to use the last clicked aura. So I'm just going to print the last clicked aura.name. And then local aura clone is going to be equal to replicate storage.auras. Then we want to find the first child, which is the last clicked aura.name. And we want to clone this. And then the aura clone.parent is going to be equal to the aura folder. So then we want to clone and weld parts from the aura clone to the dummy. So yeah, and then if animations config, so not the script, but actually what we have here. So make sure you renew this every time you add a new animation. You also add it here. And yeah, then if animations config, then we want to pass through the last click or name. Then we want to play animation, and then dummy colon wait for child humanoid, because we need the humanoid, so we need the animator. Then wait for child animator. And then as the second argument, we want to pass through the animations config with the last click or dot name. So we get the ID. Yeah, then we want to also play a sound. So we need to get the local sound instance again. So you can pretty much just copy it from here. And then pretty much paste it here. And yeah, so done. If sound instance and sounds config, then we want to pass through the last click or dot name again. I'm just going to copy it because we're going to need it a few times. And then local sound data is equal to sounds config. And then we want to pass through the last click or dot name again. Then we want to play sounds for the sound instance. So instance actually this one. Then sound data, and then dot sound ID. Make sure you uppercase the I and the D here, because in the sounds config we actually have this I and then D all uppercase. So make sure you use this too. And then for the second argument, we want to pass through the sound data dot volume, and then the sound data dot distance, just like this. And then we actually play the sound, and this is everything for this function. And then we can remove these lines here, and then yeah, we want to change this function a bit. So we want to actually write for every child in scrolling frame, and then colon get children. And then we want to do if child colon is a text button and child.name, not .mouse but .click .name is not equal to template, then child colon destroy. And then after this one we want to change the UI. So just like this. Yeah, this is the whole script. And now we can actually test out if this works. I hope I did not mess anything up, but it should pretty much work. So in our collection, as you can see, it displays them correctly. And then when we click on something, it plays the correct animation. Yeah, everything is fine. So when I show it to you now, so actually let me get this right now. So when I had to test and start a 2-player server, you will actually be able to see that this works correctly now. So let me wait until the instances open up. So as you can see now, I'm just going to go into the collection here. Also go into the collection here. And as you can see, when I now press Joyboy here, we will only see it on the client that actually has the aura and not on everyone. So yeah, that's pretty much this thing we wanted. And now we can pretty much, yeah, set up the next thing, which is going to be an unequip button for it. So how are we going to do this? So we are going to add a new button inside the starter GUI. So in the starter GUI, inside the collection, just make the UI enabled and then this frame visible. And yeah, so then I'm just going to copy the exit button. Also make sure you select the text label too. Then just duplicate it and then just drag it. And I'm just going to drag it like here, maybe something like here. And then I'm going to call this button How am I going to call this? I'm just going to call this unequip all, I think. Yeah. So I'm just going to wait, I messed up here. So I just called the button unequip all and then changed the text from the text label to unequip all. And yeah, then in the script we basically, so I can quickly show you. So you want to head back to the collection client. Then you want to copy the function stop all animations. Just copy it. And then in the script here, you basically just want to paste the function stop all animations. And you just copy this code here. Just write exactly what I did inside the local script of the unequip button. And yeah, then this will pretty much work. So make sure you specify the dummy correctly, then the stop all animations function, then the mouse button one click, and then just write this exact code. This thing here, so this function here, is the same thing we also used in the collection client here. So you can also copy this thing and paste it here. But yeah. So just copy the script. And now we can close this off, this off, this off, and also this. And yeah. So now make sure you make the frame invisible again. And also disable the UI. So and then we can play the game. And as you can see, when we head into the collection, when we equip something, we can press on the unequip all button and it will get unequipped. I can also show you that these sounds work. Just head into the collection and enable my sound a bit. Where I have my sound enabled. Yeah, you'll hear that it just plays. So then, next thing we are going to do is, let me quickly check. So we got the collection client, we got the okay, so we got the collection server. So we want to quickly fix a box. So head into the spin UI and then inside the auto button and then inside the script. And we want to change this off a bit. So then we want to just pass here. We just want to pass sound colon play. And then we just want to right tick here, just like this. And then what we're going to want to do. So, and yeah, then we want to pass just RS here, just like this. And then we want to do this for this one as well. Yeah, so done. This works perfectly. So, and then yeah, we want to change this here. So, and then if player get attribute change signal from auto, then we want to pass through the player here. So, just like this. And now this works perfectly fine. So then we can close this off again. And yeah, so the next thing we're going to do, so let me cross this off. Also close this one. And close this one as well. And yes, so then the next thing we're going to do is fix the data not saving for the inventory. So you just want to head into the spin server. Let me also close everything off here. Then let me go into the spin server. So the thing we want to do here is we want to basically, we want to add a new function. And this is going to be called local function. retry operation. When you want to get the arguments operation, and then dot dot dot. So, and then local attempts is equal to 0, and then while attempt is smaller than max retries, or we need to specify that first. So just scroll up, and then below the URL, I'm gonna just put local max underscore retries. It's going to be equal to 3, and then local retry underscore delay. I will put this equal to 2. Yeah, so while attempts is lower than max retries, do local success comma result it's equal to t call, and then I'm going to call the operation and the dot dot dot. And if success, then we want to return true and the result. And then else we want to warn the result. And then we want to do attempts. It's equal to attempts plus 1. And then we want to wait the retry delay. So that's everything. Then in the save RS function, we want to basically utilize this. So we can, yes, so I'm just remove the space here and then add something new here. So this is going to be if not RS folder, then warn. Let me just put a warn statement here. Just like this, just like a warn statement. And then we want to return. And then local RS is RS folder get children, and then local RNG is equal to table. And then we can remove these two things. And then for every aura in I pairs auras, and then do if aura column is a string value, then we want to table.insert into the aura names, and we want to insert the aura.name, just like this. And then local success comma error message is going to equal to retry operation, not retry delay, but retry operation. We want to pass through function in here, and then this is going to have the aura data store. No wait, what did I call it? Inventory data store. The inventory data store, I'm calling set async with the player.user ID and the aura names. And then we want to print saved, and then if not success, then we basically just want to warn with the error message. So just like this. Then load auras, we basically do not have to change that much, but I would still change. So then we want to, here we put retry operation with the function. Then we want to return the inventory data state, get a sync, and then play with user ID, just like this. And then we want to remove this here, and then we want if success and aura names, then local. Then we want to get the aura folder again. So copy this here, paste it here, and yeah, then if not auras folder, then we don't want to warn, but we want to create one. So auras folder, it's equal to instance.new folder, And it's going to be inside the player. And then auras folder dot name is going to be equal to auras folder. So just like this. And then once for every aura name in iPairs aura names, do if not auras folder colon defined first child aura name, then local string value is equal to instance.new, and string value, and then string value dot value is going to be equal to aura name, and string value dot name is also going to be equal to aura name, and string value dot parent is also going to be equal to the auras folder. Yeah, then after this end here, we want to print loaded, and then we want game dot replicated storage or remotes, and then dot aura data. Then we want to fire the client, player, and the aura names, just like this. And then we want the else if here. So else if not success, then we want to warn the server again that it failed to load the auras for the player. So yeah, just like this. So yeah, then we also want to change this in the main client. So just make sure so this was everything for the spin server, you can close it, and then head into the storage UI, and then the storage frame, and then inside the main client. Because I think we kind of have to change a bit of stuff here, do we? Do we actually? Let me see. This all seems fine. Yeah, here we want to add task dot delay, and then just put 0.5 function. Then we want to basically check max hour limit. No, not check, but we want to update the max hour tax. Yeah, this was everything for this, and then the story event also seems fine. Yeah, this seems fine too. Yeah, here we want to change something, I guess. Let me see. Or do we? No, we do not. Okay, just like this. This is all fine. And yeah, I think this is all fine. So now we can play. And as you can see in our storage, we do not have something here yet. We can check in the output that it actually loaded it. So I would also recommend you to head into the spin server again. As you can see, it also print saved. And then I would just change this here in line 8 to something new. Because this is going to reset the data store. And yeah, just going to make a new data store. So when we put on this now, then actually one other thing we have to do is so inside the spin server again, we want to go down until we see the equip button here inside the equip button. So and we actually want to copy this here, so we want to cut this whole thing here, want to cut this inside the equip button. Then we actually want to put this below the frame here, just like here. So we can actually put a task.delay and just put 0.2 comma function. And then I'm gonna just put this inside here. Just like this. And then we can play a game. And this now actually helps us. So we can check our collection, not our storage again. So we have nothing right now, right? And so we rolled something. And now what this actually does is when we check our storage and we press equip, this actually adds the aura we rolled instantly to our storage now. So this works just fine. And now we can leave. As you can see, it now prints saved. And then when it prints loaded, and then in our storage there's our aura. And we can just equip it like normally. This just works fine. And yeah, this here is just for the data store request, so I think we can scroll up and make sure I'm gonna just put it to 1 and you reset the delay to 5. This should fix this bug as well. So we leave now. Give it a moment. Yeah, this just was added to queue now, so this just works fine and it's saved. And we can join back in. And as you can see, our auras will be all inside the storage. Perfectly. So this was everything for the spin server. And the last thing we actually want to do now is actually make the walking animations for the auras. So the first thing you want to do is head back inside the game. And then actually you want to go into the workspace. And then inside your player. And then you want to copy the animate script. So just head on the animate and then just Control C. Then you can start the game again. So, and we want to put this script inside the replicated storage. So we can enter it from the client. So replicate storage, and then just paste into. So we have the animate script here. This is a normal animate script and this will work just fine. So you can just leave it there. So then so you can copy the script again and then go into the auras folder and then go into, and then just select every aura you have and then just paste it into the selected ones. So what this does is now we are able to change the animations. So we want to go inside the animations config. So we have the idle for Aegis. So I'm gonna just copy the ID. I'm gonna go into the animate. So you don't have to change it in the script. You can change it outside. So you just want to open the script up. And then inside the idle, there's 2 animations. And we just want to copy, to paste them both in. And yeah, I'm gonna just put the walk animation from Joyboy. Make sure when you put a walk animation, you also have to change the run animation because it's pretty much the same. But yeah. So you pretty much have to do this for every single animation, for every single aura. You want to add an animation to now. So you have to do this for every single idle animation. So if I want to put the water hydra animation, I just want to head to water hydra, then animate, and then idle. Then I'm gonna change these 2 IDs again. Well, like this. And then, yeah. When you don't change the IDs, it's just going to be normal. So basically no animation. And yeah. So then we are going to change the script to use this thing. So we want to head into the aura handler in subscript service. And yeah, we want to basically let me see. So yeah, we can remove the animation config because we do not need it anymore. And then we can also remove the play animation function because we also do not need it. And yeah, then let me see. So yeah, in the clone involved parts function, we want to add another else if, so you can copy this whole else if and paste it again. And then we want to check if it is a local script and the part dot name is equal to animate then. So what this does is in the clone parts function, right? We go through every single thing that's inside the RS folder. So for ages, this would be the animate script, the humanoid group part, and the right arm. So this goes to every single part inside the the thing. So and then if the part is a local script, so this would be animate script, and if its name is animate, then what we want to do is the local corresponding part is just the target part, because the target part is actually the character. So as we see here, this is the second argument, it's character, it's the target part, and the second argument here is the character. So this will actually be the character now. So then, if corresponding part, then we want to if corresponding part, and then find first child animate. So if there is already a animate script existing, then we want to destroy this animate, right? And then part.parent. So the part which is equal to our new animate script, part.parent is going to be equal to the corresponding part. And what this does is if there is a animate script existing, it will destroy it and it will use the new animating system. So, and then we can pretty much remove the whole animate function here, as we do not need it. And then inside the unequip all, what we want to do is basically, yeah, we want to so we can remove the active animations here, because yeah, we basically don't need it, right? Yeah, so we can leave this here. And then this is the whole thing, and then we basically just want to stop the animation. So if character called find first child animate. So this would be our new animate thing, and then we want to destroy this thing. So call destroy, and then the local basic animate. This is why we put it into the replica storage. So the basic animate is equal to game dot not just so a game dot replicate storage, then dot animate dot animate. Then we want to clone it. Then the basic animate dot parent is going to be equal to the character. And now when we test it out, this should work perfectly fine. So in our storage, I don't have Aegis right now, so let me quickly roll for it. Just give it a few seconds. Can I please get it now? No, I don't want this. I want Aegis now. Okay, but we can test it with this though. So let me mute the sound real quick. So as you can see, it now works. Also, this error here, it's not an error. It's just, I can quickly explain you why this happens. So we remove the existing animate script out of the character, right? And in the split second where we remove this, it does not find a torso, because this wait for child is referred to a torso, and we do not have a torso because we are removing the script. And yeah, that's why this thing pops up, but it's not going to do anything. So I'm gonna just fix this error like probably next episode, because the only thing it does is just get pasted in the output. It's not going to interfere with anything. Because you can see we have the idle animation, and when we walk, it's just going to put a normal walking animation because we did not specify a walking animation. So yeah, and when we put it for ages, I just want ages. As you can see, it also gets added to our storage here. So yeah, just like this. I don't want to test our either though, but I want this too. Just give me a Aegis, bro. Please. This can't be, bro. This can't be. Horrible now. So my luck is very. Oh, that's crazy now. Do I even have it in the R data? I do. It's 1 and 5. It's 1 and 5. Bro, just give it to me. Bro. I'm seriously going to add a button now, honestly. App UI, frame, auras, duplicate, ages, copy name, paste name, paste name. Okay, bro. So, auras, ages, idle animation, and walking animation. Works perfectly fine. And yeah. So we kind of fixed a lot of bugs, like the auto roll not going off. So you weren't able to do it, like turn it off again, but yeah. So we fixed the aura walking animation. We added that. We also fixed the storage saving. We also fixed the collection. So yeah, that's pretty good. And also, anyone wondering why the common aura, as you can see, I have a aura that's called common. Why this aura isn't in the collection? This is because it's not inside the aura data. So let me just quickly add it into here. So I'm just put name is equal to common and chance is going to equal to text color is going to equal to maybe just put color 3 from RGB. Let me put like a grayish thing like this, and then text font is going to be equal to enum.font dot let me put fundament. No, let me put free.command and comma text weight to enum.font weight dot bold. And now when we join in again, you will be able to see once this refreshes here every 7 seconds that the common is here, and it works just fine. And the ungroup all just works also fine. So yeah, I think this was basically everything for this. Also, auras that you equip from the admin UI, they do not actually get added to the storage. So yeah, tell me in the comments if I should add this to the next episode, so that every aura that you add from the admin UI is also going to be visible inside the storage. Then just leave a comment, and yeah, I'll then add this in the next episode. So yeah, also thank you so much for almost 1,200 subscribers and almost 1,000 let me check, and almost 1,500 members in the Discord server. It really means much to me. And yeah, thank you for watching. Leave me suggestions in the comments what you want to see for part 7. And yeah, I guess that was all for this episode. If you have any questions, just go into the Discord server and ask me there. And also, if you want to buy this file here, it comes with pretty much everything that the video has. You can also buy this in my Discord server. So yeah, check that.